The 8 months that cost me everything, and the ghost in the frozen aisle. I was 42 when I decided to throw away 20 years of marriage for a man who didn't even know my middle name. My husband, Mark, was a firefighter. He worked 48-hour shifts, coming home smelling like smoke and exhaustion. I felt unseen. So when the new architect at my firm started leaving coffee on my desk, I let him in. The affair lasted 8 months. I told Mark I was at book clubs, late-night yoga, or working on special projects. But I was actually in a luxury condo downtown, pretending I was 25 again. I got careless. I left an iPad open with my messages synced. Mark saw it all. The plans, the photos, the things I said about him to another man. He didn't scream. He didn't even confront me. He just walked out of the house at 3 a.m., drove to that condo, and he snapped. Mark spent 5 years in state prison for what he did to that man. My daughters, who were 16 and 18 at the time, refused to look at me. At the sentencing, my oldest stood up and told the judge, "My father is a good man who was broken by a woman who didn't deserve him." They moved out that week. Last Saturday, 5 years later, I was at the grocery store. I saw him in the frozen food section. He looked older, thinner, and his hands were scarred from the fight. My heart felt like it was being squeezed by a cold hand. I whispered his name. He didn't look angry. He just looked empty. He pulled out his phone and showed me a picture of our oldest daughter. She was holding a newborn baby boy. "His name is Leo," Mark said, his voice like gravel. "He was born last Tuesday. She asked me to make sure you never see him. She said she doesn't want her son growing up around people who don't know the meaning of loyalty." He put the phone away and walked to the checkout. I stood there holding a bag of frozen peas, realizing that 8 months of feeling alive had sentenced me to a lifetime of being a ghost in my own family story. I traded my entire world for a few hours in a condo, and now I'm the only one left in the wreckage.